Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Ben R. Rider. Today we're testing out the Zontes 350E. It is a 350cc scooter, and it's not electric. It says E, but it's not electric. No. And it has a lot of power, actually. I was surprised. I think it has about 37 horsepower. Usually the maxi scooters on the market, all the name brands, they have around 30, 31, 32 horsepower. This one has 37. That is incredible. And I like it very much. I think you can actually feel it. I felt it. And it is really a little rocket. Yeah, it has all the goodies for a maxi scooter, for a GT scooter. It has everything. It has an electronically adjustable windscreen. It has tire pressure monitoring system. It has heated grips. It has so many things, and it has actually some storage space underneath the seat. It's really amazing, and you get it for around 5,200 euros. So if I'm not mistaken, I will put the full price on the screen for you now. So let's get to the controls, display and storage space. This is the brake lever for the rear disc brake. It can be actually locked with this little lever here. As you can see, this is locked now, and it is applied, so it will not roll away when you have it on the side stand. You can just release it by pressing the brake. It is pretty nifty. It is pretty neat. We have the passing light switch here for your index finger. Very nice. We have high beam, low beam. We have hazard light switch here. By the way, all of the controls are backlit. You can turn it on or off. It is pretty darn nice. We have the turn signal switch here, left, right, and we have a set button, mode button for the display. We have a button for the screen, which has two positions and can be adjusted like this, as you can see maybe. And we have the horn button here. That's everything on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have the throttle, we have the brake lever for the front disc brake. All of these levers are adjustable. We also have the cutoff switch here. We have an eco button for two riding modes, eco and sport or standard. We have the light switch for, as I told you before, the backlight switch for the controls on or off here. We have the lock button for the handlebar, fuel and seat opening. everything is electronic. We have the starter switch. We have a switch here down below for the heated grips, adjustable in 3 positions. That's about it for the controls. In the middle we have the display. I think it's called a TFT display. It has all the information that you want on the screen. I will not point everything out now, just have a look. You have tire pressure monitoring system on the left hand side, everything else on the right. We have a nice RPM counter and speedometer in the middle. We can switch it around. We have 4 or 5 different schemes. We go into the menu with a set button. We have, as you can see, simple, race, casual and street interface. We have connection settings here, automatic, display mode, adjusted manually or automatically, Bluetooth, TPMS, we can check TPMS or have it learn. The tire pressure, TCS traction control, we can set the clock, we can set the units, the language, and we have information about different software versions. We can exit here, and that's about it. That's the display. It has a lot of functionality. If you press the mode button while in the main display, as you can see here, we can switch from the maintenance, as you can see on the lower left hand side. Maintenance is due in 664 kilometers. The average speed is 54. We have an average fuel consumption of 4.2 liters here. With the fuel level, this is the range which will last 245 kilometers. We have a trip, and that's all there is to it. Underneath, as you can see, we have a little storage compartment. It's very teeny tiny. You can put the key in there if you want. There's one USB connection here, so maybe you can put a cable up here if you want to charge your phone here or something. But this compartment is definitely too small for a regular smartphone. So when it comes to the storage space, we have 2 storage compartments, 2 cubby holes in the front, as you can see here. On the they are not lockable, unfortunately. In the rear here we have USB-C and a regular USB connection, and on the right hand side we just have just storage space. It is pretty deep, so I think you could fit a 0.5 liter water bottle in there, and your gloves or whatever you like. Let's open up the trunk. The trunk we open up here. Here we have the underseat storage compartment. In the rear we can actually put my helmet, which is a Shark Spartan size M. It fits in here perfectly in here, but we can put a jet helmet here. We also have a little light here. If you can see it here now, we have a light here. And that's all there is to the storage space. So this is the new Zontes 350E, 350cc, and about 37 horsepower. What a great little scooter. Well, not little, it is actually a Maxi GT scooter with a lot of space and very, very powerful. So let's go. Okay, this is one of the displays here. I'll leave it with this one here now. For now, on the left hand side, as I said, there's the tire pressure monitoring. On the right, fuel and coolant temperature information down below. We can switch. I showed you already. We have the battery voltage here. We can adjust the screen. I think we might be going onto the highway, so I put it on the highest position. We are in sport or standard mode here. We can also put it in E as in eco mode, and we are ready to rock and roll here. Let's go. So let's think about what the first thing is that you notice when you get on the scooter. The seat The seat is not hard, it's not soft, it's kind of a middle, it feels like a gel, kind of a jelly, kind of jellyfish now. It is okay for now. I wonder what it is on longer rides. Well, if there's direct sunlight, because it only has a teeny tiny sunscreen. Can you say sun shield, sunscreen? And on the side we don't have anything. It gets kind of challenging to see everything. I mean, you can still see it, but a lot of reflections and stuff like that. But nevertheless, it is pretty good. Maximum power. Oh, this baby can rock and roll. I like it. It's a really Gran Turismo scooter. I really like it. I do like it. A lot of storage space. Maybe if you put a top box on top or at the on the rear there, you have a lot of storage space. And you can go out for a weekend with your buddy rest or whatever the female equivalent is of that. We have the windscreen here going down. Definitely a lot of wind on my helmet, on my microphone. I put it up now. Hello, come back up. Okay, it is a very good windscreen. We will test it when we get to higher speeds. Seating position, yeah, is kind of like on a toilet, but you can put your feet to the front, which is a lot better than on any other GT scooters like X-Max or Forza, because for me, for my size, I'm 175. For my size, I can easily and nicely rest my feet here, and I don't have any problems with it. On the other scooters, I always have like they have a different angle or something like that. But also when I go even further to the front, I can actually stretch my legs, but then of course it's just for stretching. You cannot sit there constantly like that. It has fairly big leg room. The Vogue or Vogue SR4 Max, which I just tried recently, has even more leg room and feet room than this one here. We have a backrest here, lumbar support. You can press yourself into the lumbar support if you want. Actually, you get pressed a little bit into the lumbar support because it has quite a lot of power for a scooter of this size or whatever. Pretty darn nice. Yeah, we have a lot of natural wind now, so it's difficult to determine, but when I came here it was nice. The windscreen up and most of the wind going above your head, above your helmet on the side. Naturally we have some turbulence. We also have some turbulence down in the lower, at your lower thigh region, but it is still acceptable, everything. And the windscreen is one of the best or one of the better ones on the market of the other scooters. It is definitely pretty good. We have a lot of power still left here. Yeah, getting really windy now, so kind of difficult to determine the natural wind flow or airflow. It's definitely a nice scooter for traveling. It had loads of space. Okay, not too full-faced helmet, but still enough space, I would say. And it has all the comfort, nice seat. We have a nice windscreen. We have heated grips. We have ABS, we have traction control, we have everything that you want on this scooter. And for a fairly low price, let me check with the price and I will put it up on the screen here for you. But I think it's definitely a lot cheaper than the rest. I like the display actually. I like the, you don't really need the RPM counter on a scooter of course, but it's not bad. I really do like it. I don't like that the front here but you know, on the left and right hand side of the display is kind of empty. They should have put some nice little gadgets there as well, but it's not too bad. I mean, the quality of the controls, of the plastics, I would say of higher quality, and so definitely on par with Vogue or Vogue or whatever called the other Chinese company. Not too bad. Let's have a look. Ooh, pretty darn nice. I like it when it's backlit, especially if you're not that familiar with all those controls where they are. It's pretty nice to have it like this. It is a pretty nice scooter, so that's basically all I can tell you. To a reasonable price, I would say. Is fully equipped, I would say. And that's about it for me from Ben R. Rider. Thanks very much for watching. This has been Ben Rider out. Take care. Bye bye.